Question, at least for me, on this dreary, very rainy morning, who's in the mood for a few tips and hacks? Back in a minute. Hi, this is Jan from New York City. My channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing today? Hope that your day is full of sunshine. We have had non-stop rain on and off. This is pre-recorded to the day that you get to view it, but trust me, the rain has been just on and off, on and off, on and off. I am grateful for the fact that I'm not concerned about going into a drought here, but it really has been raining a lot. Just saying, just saying. But so glad that you're here with me. If you're brand new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're a veteran viewer here, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're just dropping by because you're curious, thank you for your time. I appreciate you, and I hope you come back again one day and stick around. Going to talk about some helpful tips and tricks, hacks in general in life. And we're going to start with one as simple as a tuna fish can. Forgive me with my little glasses, but sometimes my own scratch writing can be very scratchy. Anyway, get a simple can of tuna fish. And when you're finished with your tuna fish, you know how like you open the top of the can? Okay. Open the top of the can. This time open it completely. Sometimes we don't do that. Take the whole lid off carefully. Use your tuna. Wash it out well. Then flip it over. And also take a can opener, manual can opener, whatever, and open the bottom of the can of tuna fish. You're probably saying, why? Well, guess what? If you've ever made rice for dinner, if you've ever seen shows on TV where the rice looks perfectly stacked in a round pile, all you have to do is take your tuna fish can ring. Now it is a ring. And you could put it as a mold on the rice. And then when you remove it, it looks so pretty and fancy. Just saying, just saying. You didn't have to pay anything extra for it. Give it a whirl. You might like the idea. Next, by taking apple peels, orange peels, lemon rinds, anything that has like a nice fragrance, pinch of cinnamon, putting all that together. Don't just throw it away just yet. Putting it all together, put it on a slow simmer for a couple of hours. And the fragrance should permeate somewhat in your area. If not for anything, it will freshen up your area somewhat. Sort of like taking the outdoors in. It's a nice trick to do. Sort of like a potpourri, I suppose. Next, empty large plastic yogurt containers because they make great mixing bowls. Remember recently my no mess jumbo shell recipe? Well, in part, the no mess came from utilizing an old, cleaned out container of yogurt or any plastic container of similar sort. I used it as a mixing area for my ricotta cheese and my egg and my other ingredients that I needed to stuff the shells. It worked like a charm. It just really did. And the beautiful news is you give it a quick rinse and you could either reuse it, or if you're tired of it, get rid of it. Just saying, just saying. You don't have to mess up 10 different things. You could use the one thing. Okay. Turn the page over. Oh, those Hillshire Farm containers with the thin deli cold cuts, luncheon meats type thing. They are fantastic, fantastic for storing food. I have done it. The lid fits on, like the kind that you buy. They're amazing. Do not just toss those out. If you have one, you will see what I mean and you'll understand. And it's really, really worth it. I mean, you bought it already. You paid for it already. May as well use it. Next, keep an empty bottle of dish liquid alongside of your favorite one. And you know my favorite one begins with a D. And this works best with the one that begins with a D because that dish detergent, that dish liquid rather, that liquid soap is very, very strong in my opinion and concentrated. So you could put a couple of drops in the empty bottle and add some water to it. if you really want to stretch it out. And it's still effective. It has been effective for me. Next, if you're tired of rice pudding, well, why don't you try pasta pudding? What? You're probably like, I never heard of that. Yes, there is such a thing as macaroni pudding. And I'm going to find that video. It's not my recipe, it's someone else. It looks really, really good. I have had that in the past, and it is quite good, actually. So you might consider giving it a whirl. If you have some leftover cooked pasta, just follow the directions, and it's really quite filling and quite generous. Something new to try, right? Give it a whirl. Going to hook up the video. Next, reuse those empty giant cans of holiday popcorn. You know the kind like I love, the kind where my game questions come out of. Okay. Reuse those when you make your own popcorn at home. You know, the kind that you do at home, whether you do it from the microwave or whether you do it from, from scratch. You could make a bunch of popcorn and you could put it in there and you could just like stretch it out to the limit and have yourself a movie night. There you go. The other thing that I want to mention, I'm going to give you a bonus tip today because tomorrow, in actuality, I'm going to come back with the remaining tips because I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video, I forgot to mention that this is a two-part series because I got caught up with the rain. By the way, how's the weather by you? Don't forget to let me know how your weather's been doing in the comment section below. I'm wondering if you're getting bombarded with rain or nasty weather. But I lost my train of thought there for a second. But getting back to evenings at home, to the movie night, you could expand or expound upon that idea. And you could use that thought for gaming night. Does anybody have really like fun memories of growing up when you were a kid? A lot of my viewers are, let's say, past 55 and 60 years old. So therefore, some of you may have grown up as kids in the 60s or the 70s. Do you have any wonderful memories of game nights at home with your family? There were so many really, really cool games when I was growing up. You know, the one that looks like you're putting surgery on someone. That was cute. And also, I used to have a thing, a little projector, those projectors with the little slide on it. Then later on, I got to have the projector with the little crank on it. But getting back to as far as a tip and a hack, I think it's really, really important to either buy a little game that your whole family can enjoy, including you can enjoy it too. Bingo happens to be one of my personal favorites, and it's easy for many, many people to understand. And actually, you can have a lot of fun with it. You really, really can. Hey, you could play for pretzels. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be for anything fancier than that, or cupcakes, or some other interesting prize, or whatever it is. You guys are so creative. Let me know if you've ever done anything like that. Tell me about your gaming night. Tell me about your popcorn. Tell me about any other tip or hack that makes your life easier in general in life. I really look forward to that. I also look forward to coming back tomorrow with an additional bunch of tips and tricks. Thank you for coming by for part one. Wishing everybody here an amazing, fantastic day. I want to close out the show. Let's see if I can do it in one piece. Be right back with a wave. Oh my goodness, I survived, and so did you. Have an amazing, fantastic day. See you soon. Bye-bye.